It's that time now, 2024, to look back on all the shows, look back on on everything that was 2024, and decide, was it good or was it crap? So we're gonna do TV shows first. This is all the shows I watched this year that came out this year. Of course, I've obviously watched older shows, but I can't count them in this. So this is all the shows that came out this year that I have seen, and we're going to rank them in a tier list. I always do this at the end of the year. The last 2 years, I believe, I just talked about them. But I feel like for this year, a tier list is a much better place. So we're going to start off with The Brothers' Son. This was on Netflix. I had no idea this was a thing. And by the way, these shows are in the order they released, not the order I watched them. Just the order they were released throughout the year. So The Brothers' Son, I didn't end up actually watching this. This came out like really early in the year, like January, the first week of January or something. But I didn't end up actually watching it till like March or something. So it's pretty much, there's this crime family. I believe, God, don't kill me or roast me if I get this wrong. I believe it's in Taiwan. And they have, the dad is the leader of the crime family, and he took the younger son the elder son with him. And the other son's kind of like grown up and is just like this freaking murder machine, you know? And then the mother and the younger son live in California, and other crime families are coming for the mom and the younger son. The younger son has no idea that they are this very rich crime family. He thinks he and his mom just live in this dingy, you know, little house. And it's real fun. It is really fun. It's got some really good like brother moments with the brothers bonding after being far away for so long, and you know, the two brothers kind of dealing with, you know, the two clashing worlds, right, where the younger brother now has to grow up and deal with this crime, you know, family stuff going on, while now the elder brother has to deal with like just regular suburban life. You know, it's a nice I guess juxtaposition is the word I would use for what they go through. And of course they have problems where they each confront their parents. You know, the elder brother realizes maybe the dad doesn't actually love him and all that type of stuff, and you know, talks with the mom about, you know, why didn't you take me with you as well? And the younger brother is kind of like, you know, everything I knew was a lie, mom was lying to me, and stuff about, you know, he doesn't really know his dad, so there's that. It's real fun, actually. The episodes are quite long, though. They do the Netflix thing where each episode's like a mini movie, essentially. I think there's like almost an episode that's almost like an hour, 30 minutes long, which was crazy. There is filler like every show. There's not going to be a second season, which I was bummed about, because it does work as just a one season type thing, but you can tell there's stuff that they leave open-ended for a possible second season, which we're not getting. Overall, I gave it a 7.5. I'm gonna give it a B. That's like a B. It's fun. James May R-Man in India. I love the James May R-Man stuff. It's just a travel show. James May just goes to a new country and explores it. It's fun. It's a travel show, but James May is James May, so he's gonna use his personality to make it really exciting. This is the shortest of the three. This is only like 4 episodes. I'm gonna give it. I gave it an 8, so that's like an A. That's like an A rank. Really good. I enjoy it, and I really hope we get more R-Man stuff from James May, because it's great. Japan was great, Italy was great, and India was good too. Solo Leveling, I don't even need to speak on it. That's an S. Easy S. Oh my god, I can't wait for season 2. Season 2 comes out in January, couple of weeks. Oh, it's so exciting. I am tempted to go to the movie theater and watch Solo Leveling Reawakening. I am tempted to. I can't wait, man. I so can't wait for season 2. Solo Leveling is one of the things where I'm like, oh, this looks like it might hit my sweet spot. Oh, it hits my sweet spot, and so much more. This is so good. Just the idea of the hunters themselves is great. I love that idea. You know, like the portal from the old other world opened up and it gave people superpowers and all that type of stuff. I'm all for that. That alone is just a nice concept, but then you have the system and all that. Oh, it's so good. And dude, the score is crazy. The stuff in episode 7, I believe, is all-timer things I think I've ever seen in my life. I love how Jinwoo just doesn't care. He grows up and just doesn't care and becomes this absolute beast. I am so excited for season 2. Yeah, that's an easy yes, man. I might just rewatch season 1 again to get ready for season 2. Next up, we have Tales of Wedding Rings. This is one of the stuff where I'm making this list, and I'm like, oh my god, that came out this year, right? It's all good. It's fine. I think I found it fine. I wasn't expecting how... Not adult. It's not adult. It's just like, wow, I'm actually seeing an animated boob and stuff like that, you know? Because I wasn't expecting that. If I had known that was you know, it was going to be a higher rating than most anime going in, I would have been like, oh, okay. But then I just see it. It just popped out and I'm like, what the hell? I get a B as well. It's solid. I believe there's a season 2. I'm all for season 2. Tales of Wedding Rings is essentially this guy finds out that his best friend all his life, she's actually a princess from another world. And he is the hero of light. And he needs to get the ring, like the ring of earth, the ring of air, the ring of water, all that type of stuff. But he can only get them from marrying like the princesses of those realms. So it's a harem anime. It's fun. I liked it. Banished from the Heroes Party Season 2. Just like Season 1, it's fun. The new hero, I forget what his name is. God, when Rudy punched him in the face. That's so satisfying. Oh my god, seeing that hypocrite get punched in the face was great. Like, I rewound that 50,000 times. Season 2, again, it's a B. It's fun. I hope there's a season 3, because I'll watch it. It's really fun. We have Hokkaido Girls Are Super Adorable. This is, again, like, that's just fun. You know, it's the typical thing. The guy moves to a new place, new school, and he meets a bunch of girls and all that type of stuff. It's actually not a harem anime, though, because there is a very clear girl he's in love with, and she likes him. It's fun. I say B. It's a nice rom-com. I liked it. Even though it was snowing in the thing, and by the time this was airing, it was like hissing rain over here, and it was like getting into spring. But it's still fun. So far, we're pretty good. We're about to get into the bad now. Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. My god, was this awful. Jeez Louise. I watched the first episode, and I'm like, what am I watching? I have a 3-episode rule when it comes to shows. If you don't get me by episode 3, I'm done. And yeah, I'm done. I don't think I even made it to episode 3. I think I made it to episode 2 and went, yeah, I think I'm done now. This is not good. I don't know if I could put it in F. It's definitely D. Because the idea of, like, you know, the angel and the devil and this demon having to work and this devil having to work together could be interesting. But the angel's she's more devil than he is. And I don't appreciate all the humiliating stuff he's got to go through. You know, especially at the beginning of 2024 when the woke stuff was still very prominent. This is 2024 now, though, so this was the year the DEI flops happened, so I might be a bit more forgiving on that. But she makes him her pet. It's like, I don't care. It's a D. I might change it to F, but there might be other stuff. This was not good. Welcome to Wrexham. Oh, wait. Whoa. Why am I saying welcome to Wrexham? It's because it's down there. Cinderella Noir Part 2. We're just gonna put that up there. Yeah. That seems about right. I loved Cinderella Noir from last year. So getting a second part was very fun for me. Cinderella is a multimedia thing they're doing. You got a video game coming out in 2025, which I had no idea. I'm so gonna buy that. I found out this was gonna be like a multimedia thing where they're gonna do books and games and shows, and it's gonna be like this whole big interconnected thing. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude, I'm gonna pop in. So I watched the show. I'm gonna play the video game. I know there's a novel, with one of the characters. About her. I want to read that. So I'm all for it. I'm diving into Cinderella, man. This is gonna be my thing. I'll be one of those boys who was here from the very beginning. I loved it. It was very touching. I just loved it, man. Especially the early parts and like season one where they had like the episodic stuff where it's like it's episodic, but he's slowly becoming a better like drifter. That was cool. And then season 2 is all action. And there's that dude with oh my god, what's her name? She's the singer. Her story is like the one that's a singer. Oh my god. She is I'm forgetting her name because it was so long ago. If I look it up now, I'll probably find it. But that storyline hurt. It hurt. And then Noir sings in her memory at the end. Oh, so good. That's real good. Real good stuff. I really like Signaling Noir. Part 2 was great. Part 2 is a lot more plot than Part 1, I will tell you that much. Sonic Prime Season 3. As someone who enjoyed Season 1, thought Season 2 was just Season 3, I think, is okay. There is padding galore. The fight in the Grim did not need to be like 5 episodes. That was way too much. And then there was a thing where they're like, oh yeah, this is canon to the games. And I'm like, are you sure about that? Because Sonic is acting like a bit of a dumbass. And then it's like, where does it take place in timeline? It don't matter. It's just gotta take place after Advance 3. Sometime after Advance 3, this takes place. 7.5 out of 10 is what I put. I think a C is where that goes, because if I look at these other ones that I gave a 7.5, I'd gladly watch all of them. I think all of these are better than Prime, which does suck because this was a great year for Sonic as a whole, as a franchise, but Prime just wasn't it, man. Now that the show's over, this just wasn't it. The Sand Job, Grand Tour of the Sand Job. We can put this in A tier, easy. This is great. As a second to last special, awesome. I love the Grand Tour special, so I'm always gonna love them, rate them highly. Shogun, that's another A, easy. Ooh, in fact, actually, if I'm looking at my ratings, hold up, we gotta put them in the right order. Here's Merriman. Okay, so the Sand Job would go up there. Okay, that works. Shogun was great. Really good. I really liked it. This is not a show. This is a show you gotta pay attention to though, because I speak in Japanese like all the time with no subtitles a lot. So you gotta pay attention. So this is not a show to like watch while you're eating something, because I've made that mistake and I'm like, wait, what happened? Shogun was great though. I loved Shogun. Saw this on recommendation from I was interested in it, but I wasn't gonna watch it until it was done, because I'm like, this can always be bad. They can always subvert us. Thankfully, they didn't. They don't subvert us. The show is great. I do think the ending is disappointment because they keep hyping up this big battle, and then it's just the battle doesn't happen. That was a bit of a damp squib there. And there's gonna be a season 2 of Shogun. No, it doesn't need a season 2. Season 1, that's it. I might watch season 2 if, but it's gonna have to be the same thing where the season's gonna have to end, and then I might have to hear if it's good or not. But Shogun was good. Really liked Shogun. Quiet on the Set documentary. Oh boy. As someone who grew up watching this type of era of Nickelodeon, goddamn man, this documentary was brutal. It's not a pleasant watch. It's really not a pleasant watch. Especially for Drake Bell, who I love Drake Bell. Like, Drake and Josh was my shit growing up, and Drake was like my favorite. I loved Drake. I didn't quite like Ultimate Spider-Man, but the fact that Drake Bell was Spider-Man in pretty much every Marvel project made me happy for the guy, because I'm like, cool, he's Spider-Man. Hearing what he had to go through is, oh my god. Yeah. There's some stuff in here that's nothing burgers. You know, like a lot of the stuff about like a lot of the stuff about the stuff against women, I think was delved in way too deep. I think some of it was like just surface level. He's just being a moron, and then they delved into it to try and craft something. But there is like the creepy shit, like having the feet and Ariana Grande with, what was it, like a pickle or something? Like that stuff's like, oh. Yeah, it's not a pleasant watch, so it goes in C because I'm never gonna watch it again. But I would say you might need to watch it because it is important, but it's not a pleasant watch. Something more pleasant, Banished Former Hero. So this guy was a hero, he died, and then he got reincarnated into another world where he grew up as, like, I believe the first son of a very rich family, and he showed no aptitude for, like, magic and something, so they kicked him out. It's fun. What did I give it here? I gave it 7.5, so it goes in B. It's fun. The ending's a fucking banger. Oh my god, the OP? I'm not the OP, the ED. Oh, baby! I was jamming to that. It's fun. I like it. It's got all the stuff I need in it. Action. It's got romance. It's got bad guys getting their comeuppance. It's got cool magic. Baby, I'm there. Reincarnated Seven Prince. Okay, there's another one of those shows. I got like halfway into this, so I did pass the 3-episode rule, but after a while, I'm like, Let's go in D. It's, yeah, I think I can safely put that in F. Get the. It's like, this guy's a freaking nutcase. He's a nutcase. And, you know, having insane main characters can work. And we will see examples of that later. This didn't work for me. I'm sorry. It's not as bad as Foolish Angel. I can see why people would like this. It's just not my taste, you know? So, there's that. A Condition Called Love is, mildly better? Yeah, it's mildly better. No, wait, this is Archdemon. A Condition Called Love is next. Why is Archdemon ahead of it? A Condition Called Love. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, we need to talk about this show. This is a show, again, I got like halfway through. So it's supposed to be about a girl who, she's never had a boyfriend. You know, this is her first time. She doesn't really know what it's like to be in a loving relationship with another person, not her family. And this guy who's like emotionally detached, and they get together. This guy is a stalker. He is a emotional manipulator. He needs to be like put in he needs to be checked, okay? Because anytime she starts doing something that he's not really, you know, liking or anything, he just like, he starts crying. He's like, oh, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Shut, dude. You know, she gets jealous and he acts like really freaking possessive, and it's not like possessive in the fun yandere way. It's possessive in the, this dude's gonna kill you if you don't walk away. Like, this dude's gonna kill somebody. Like, I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop and this guy murders a fool. Like, it's uncomfortable. So this goes in D. Archdemon Dilemma is a C, I would say there. Yeah, you know, just this archdemon, and he gets an elf slave and he thinks she's pretty. So he tries to woo her. And she's, you know, really shy and timid and all that. And he doesn't know what's going on because he's an archdemon. It's fun. It's goofy. Me likey. Okay, so another one that got screwed up. Put that in there. Yosakura Family. That's some S-rank shit, baby. I loved it. I loved Yosakura Family. Season 2. Yes, please. I believe there is a season 2. Maybe I'm going to be watching that. This is... So, okay. They did this stupid thing where they cut this up, which I hate. But I'm watching this on Disney Plus here in Canada because I don't have... Because anything Hulu goes on Disney Plus here in Canada. So I was watching this on Disney Plus, and I'm like, I feel sick having to use Disney Plus, but whatever. I'll watch Yosakura Family. God damn, the second core, Disney Plus was like 2 weeks behind. So when the show was over, I'm like, I still got 2 episodes left. I don't know why the show was 2 weeks behind. I don't know what Disney's smoking, but they were like a week behind, 2 weeks behind. I don't know why. I love Yozakura Family though. This show ruled. So it's pretty much this guy Tayo. His family dies in a car crash. It's his younger brother and his parents die in a car crash. And his best friend Mutsumi is there to comfort him, and she's like his rock, the one thing that's keeping him from freaking losing it. He eventually finds out one day Mutsumi is actually part of a spy family, the Yozakura family, and from there we meet all her siblings. We've got her elder brother who needs help and just is obsessed with Mutsumi. He's got a little sister complex going on. We've got Futaba, who's her eldest sister, who looks super young, and she's like a martial arts specialist. There is I forget. Oh god, I'm blanking on their names. There's Keno, I believe, who is played by Kirito's Japanese voice actor. He's like a master of disguise. There is Nano, who is like a scientist. He's really good at like scientists and potions and all that, but his body's like mutated, so he kind of looks like a grotesque kind of thing. There is, I forget her name. There's another sister who she's like a tech whiz. And everything is like, and when she hacks into stuff, it's all like video games and stuff, which is cool. There's the dog Goliath, who is great. He's voiced by Bryce Papenbrook in the dub, by the way, in the English dub, and that just kills me that Bryce Papenbrook is a dog. Jeremy Lee voices Futaba in the English dub though, and I did not watch the English dub. I watched this Japanese, so that must be sweet. And Tayo goes from, this is the classic thing of the guy starts off as a freaking loser, but by the end of it, he's a boss. And apparently Tayo gets even more cool as the series goes on. So I'm looking forward to it. It's great. This show, again, does the thing where there's an overarching narrative, but it's got a couple of episodic episodes in there so you can get to know the character. It's the classic formula of a TV show. There's an overarching narrative, but here's some episodic content for you to laugh, have fun, get to know the characters, be like, they're funny and cool. So then when tragic stuff happens to them, you're like, oh my god, don't hurt my precious baby. So yeah, real liked it. The show gets dark in places. Boy, does it get dark in places. But it gets very funny in places too. It's a spy family show. It's great. It's great. Speaking of spy family show, don't kill me. I haven't seen Spy X Family yet. I'm gonna. It's one of the shows I need to watch, but I just keep procrastinating and I need to go watch it. This show's awesome though. Can't wait for season 2. Chilling in Another World is another really good show that gets a B. So pretty much this guy is summoned to be a hero in another world, but he doesn't have the stats they want, so they kick him out and leave him to die. And he ends up taming like this, I believe she's a demon, and he tames her so well that she falls in love with him and they get married. Need I say more? I'm all in for it. I want a season 2. The king of the demons, by the way, dude's freaking awesome. The king of the demons is like in love with like a swords woman, and she doesn't know how to handle that. It's great. Love it. And then there's Team Rocket, which is the hero and his companion, who they're essentially just like, like every episode something bad's happened to him, and it's like, oh, Team Rocket's blasting off again! And then they come back the next episode with another scheme, and they get blasted off again. It's great. Hey, the fact that the hero's, like, girlfriend and all that, the fact that she's stuck with him throughout all this and hasn't left him, I love. Okay? Because they very easily could do the thing where she grows out of being his love, and abandons the hero, but I love the fact that they just keep them together. That's classic shit. I love that. So yeah, Chilling in Another World, I want a season 2. Give me season 2. Unnamed Memory. Oh baby, that goes in high D. As someone who has not read the light novels, even I could tell they were cutting shit out. This thing was on the chopping block. Because there's points in this where I'm like, did I miss something? Was I just not paying attention to the show? And they said something about this? And it's like, oh no, I didn't miss anything. You just cut it out. You just cut it out. So it's weird. It's weird that they just cut this show to like there and back. I don't know what they were doing. If there's so much content that you're like, well, we can't fit it all, buddy. Why not just like, you know, if you would have adapted this faithfully, I'm pretty sure you would have gotten a season 2 anyway, because this is getting a season 2. So if you had adapted this faithfully, buddy, you were already probably going to get a season 2. You would have gotten a season 2, and people would have been like, "Oh hell yeah, let's go." But like I said, even as someone who did not read the novels, I could tell you were chopping stuff out, stuff that we probably would have needed to, you know, make the show flow better. Yeah. So it's a D because it's a mess. This could have been so much, and I feel like if they just adapted it faithfully, I would have loved this show. Because the bits of it that like are coherent and good, I like, but it's chopped to there and back, so I can't really say it's that good. I hope season 2 does better. That's all I can say. Next up is Date A Live season 5. This is peak. Put that in S. I watched Date A Live for the first time this year, and I loved it. I loved the show. Lo and behold, lucky me, I watched the show, and then I get told, hey, season 5's coming out. Lucky me, I just got into the show, and actually, no, I didn't start watching Date A Live this year. I watched the end of last year. And then I found out that season 5 was coming out. So I'm like, oh great, this is always perfect timing for me. I just got into the show, and now it's like I binge watched the all 4 seasons in the movie. And I'm like, great, I don't have to wait that long for season 5. And season 5 comes out, and it's peak. Absolute peak. I loved it. We got to the point where the anime is ahead of the light novel English translations. So those who are reading the light novel don't know what the hell was happening. Which is crazy. I loved it. The reveal of who the Phantom, like the first spirit was great in season 4. Delving into her backstory this season was awesome. The reveals for why Shido is what he is. The reveal about Mana. The reveal of Koturi. The little Koturi reveal in the flashback was crazy. I was like, oh my god. That is crazy. It's awesome. Why they reveal why Mio calls him Shin. All this time, it wasn't just a funny name. There was an actual reason behind it. It's awesome. I loved it. 9 out of 10. It's awesome. Kaiju number 8. Put that in S. Put that in S. This is what I want, man. This show's awesome. Season 2's coming. I can't wait, man. This show was so big. I saw actual t-shirts of it in like stores, and you never would have seen like shirts for it for. I was like, oh my god. Like, not a Hot Topic, like an actual like regular store had Kaiju number 8 shirts. I'm like, jeez Louise. This show's awesome. Love Kaiju number 8. Kafka is my boy. I just hope that we get more badass moments for this man. I hope. I mean, I know obviously in the manga he's probably not got to that point yet, but I want to see more development of him and what's her face, the girl the reason he joined the Force in the first place. I want to see more about them. You know, whether it's romantic or not, just I mean, I just want to see more of their like connection together. That'd be nice. But overall, man, I was like, it's like every week, I'm like, oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Love Kaiju number 8. The intros. The new gate. I think it's like a 7. I'd say high 7. The idea of this guy's in a video game, and it's like a Sword Art Online type thing where they're trapped, and then once he wins, instead of being freed like everyone, he's kept in the video game, but he's just pushed forward like a couple thousand years in the video game. So people he knew, like the NPCs he knew in the video game, are like, it's their future. That I like. That's a cool idea. The show itself is good. It does fall off near the tail end, especially the animation. God, the animation budget took a hit. Jeez Louise. But overall, I think a 7 out of 10 is good. I don't know if this is gonna get a season 2. I'd like if it did, but if it doesn't, that's a shame. But it was fun. Knuckles! Oh, baby. But then, you mean the Wade Whipple show? Knuckles isn't even his own show. That's atrocious. There's so much from this show you can cut. Like, I don't care about Wade Whipple. I don't give a fuck about Wade Whipple, about the fat cop who wasn't even funny in the movies. I want a show about Knuckles. God damn it. And the bits about when Knuckles is in the show, guess what? They're the best moments in the show. This is not good. You don't need... Thank God this isn't required viewing for Sonic 3. Because you don't watch it. Don't watch it. It's not good. I made a review of this, so all of my complaints are in that review. This is not a good show. I hate it. Clarkson's Farm Season 3, on the other hand, I love. That goes up in A. I believe Season 4 is finished wrapping, and they're filming Season 5 now? Or it's the thing where they're filming Season 4 now, and Season 5's already been greenlit. Clarkson had a heart problem, so he can't do any strenuous, like, actual labor work anymore, which is a shame, but he could still do his funny, like, you know, he can still do the stuff on the tractor, he can still do his funny planning, he can still do the funny stuff with the shop, so that's fine. He just can't do actually any physical labor anymore, which does suck, but this is great. Love Clarkson's Farm. It is awesome. Welcome to Wrexham is next. Season 3. It's a 7. Like there. Right there. I feel like they've gotten better with the planning of this, where Season 1 had a lot of filler. Season 2 had filler. Not as much as Season 1. But there's like points where they're showing like the town of Wrexham and they're talking to like these individual people, and it's like, I don't give a fuck about you. I care about the team. I understand in Season 1 you have to do deep dives into the players so we know who they are, because they're going to be part of the squad that we're going to be following. I understand that, and I understand in Season 1 why they needed to set the base for the town and the pubs and like the stores and the people, the community. I understood that from Season 1. Season 2, I understood it less. Season 3, they've gotten better with cutting out like a lot of the fluff, but there is still fluff in there that I'm like, why are you talking about this person? I don't care. I don't care about this photographer who has a problem going into crowded spaces. Why the fuck do I care? I don't. So if there is a Season 4, please do more cuts, because this was the shortest season, because again, they cut out a lot of the fluff. I just care about the teams, right? I care about the teams, and if there's any problems with the players, do that. Otherwise, don't care. My Adventures with Superman. Oh, God. Okay, I talked about Season 1. I did a review of Season 1. It's not good. Season 2 also follows the same thing. This sucks ass. Yeah, D. It's shit. I didn't even get to Supergirl. Supergirl shows up in this, by the way. I didn't even get to her before I just stopped watching. I might come back to this if I feel masochistic enough, and if I need to vent. I'll do an entire rewatch of the show, but only if people will watch it, and I'll just like lose my mind. The Strongest Magician in the Demon Lord's Army. This was fun. That's a 7 as well. That's like right up there. Yeah, I'd actually say that right there. That's fun. He is a magician in the demon's army, but he's a human, and no one can know he's a human, so he has to hide he's a human. And he has a maid who found out he was a human, and he keeps her there so that she doesn't tell a secret. Yeah, it's fun. It's real fun. I liked it. Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Without Yuki, this show would be like a B. With Yuki, fucking S tier. She makes the show. Yuki's the best character in the show. Oh my god. It's fan service time. Who are you looking at? The don't make me say it, step bro, I'm stuck, dude. The part where she jumps on her brother and says, "What, you gonna pop a boner?" And then he just goes, "Die." Oh god, I love this show so much. I love this show so much. I love it so much. It's funny, but it can be heartfelt and like really sweet when it wants to be. It's awesome. I love this show. This show surpassed my expectations. Seriously, I love it. I can't wait for season 2. That's not next. It's you. Why are you there? Cafe Terrace and It's Goddess season 2. I love season 1. Season 2 was also good. I don't know if there's gonna be a season 3. It doesn't, and I don't think it's been confirmed that there's a season 3. Please God, let there be a season 3. I loved it. I like season 1. I like season 2 as well. It's really good. It's probably one of the best harem animes I've seen. Granted, I haven't seen a lot of harem animes, but I like this one. It's really good. Speaking of harem anime, Pseudo Harem didn't do it for me. I'm sorry. I'll put it up there because I can understand, again, why people would like it. It's just not my thing. I think the guy is a freak for making her, like... It'd be a thing if she was doing it on her own, but it's like he's prompting her to do it, right? That's the bit that makes me like, ugh, you know? So, yeah. But it goes down there. Failure Frame is, yeah. Also good. Real good. We'll put it like there. So, revenge, right? So this guy is casted out. It's the typical thing. It's like Ari Furuta, where it's like the class is summoned to this magical world and they're all given their abilities and all that. And this guy is given the weakest ability. But instead of Ari Furuta, where they just let him stay, they cast him out as a sacrifice. Because the quote-unquote goddess isn't as light as she wants you to think she is. And it's a revenge. He's coming back for revenge, and he's gonna go after his classmates and his goddess. I'm all there for it. So far, I think it's good. I'd like there for season 2. I think a season 2 could advance the story and make the show better. Season 1, for what it was, pretty good. Raising Kids While Adventuring. This is another one that goes like right there. It's fun. This guy, it's typical isekai. He's reincarnated in a new world, and he meets these 2 kids who, I'm not going to spell who they are, but they're very powerful kids. He meets them in the forest, and he just kind of raises them as like their big brother. It's fun. It's just a light, fun, fluff show. Like, this is something you show a kid. Baby's first anime, right? You want to show your kid, like, an animated show or something like that. Don't want to cause too much stress. This is something you do. It's real fun. Wistoria. Get that up there and peak, baby. This is by the same author of Danmachi. You can tell. You can tell. Will is kind of like Bella in some places. So, you can tell. But, you know, they have the similar aspect where it's like they've already got the girl they like, and they're just going to ignore all the other ones. Or they're too dense enough to ignore the other ones. This show is awesome, dude. Love Wistoria. Season 2 is going to go off the chain. The magic. You know, the fact that, like, you know, Will is so strong, but in a completely different way from everyone else. And when, like, the students recognize that, like, yeah, Will is strong. He's a tough person, just not magically, you know, but he brings something completely different to the table. I love it. Can't wait for the season 2. It's gonna be awesome. Love is Indivisible by Twins. I think it started off real good and then just started petering off near the end. So I'm gonna put it like here. The idea, you know, like this guy grows up with 2 twins as his best friend and they both love him. That's your basic rom-com plot. I think as the show went on, I got more frustrated with the characters because they started making nonsensical decisions, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. So I think that's where it, like, the beginning I loved it, but near the end it started to peter out. Why Does Nobody Remember Me in This World is real good. That's really good. That goes in B tier. I am very interested in the show. I hope it gets a season 2 where the world reset. You know, there was a war between the many races of this world. It was humans. What was it? Humans, angels, spirits, and a couple other ones. I don't remember. But the humans won the war and steal the other species away. And then the world reset to where it's now humans are like the lower species. And all the other ones are like at the top. And it's like, why did the world reset? Why is this guy the only one, like the only one it didn't affect? You know, like, that's very interesting. I am very interested on this story. So I hope we get a season 2. I really hope we get a season 2. Rick and Morty anime. Oh boy. Started out garbage. Like starting out, I did not like this. It got better near the end to the point where I can give it like a 7, but still, I'm not completely into this. The animation sucks ass. And that excuse that, oh, but it's anime. Buddy, I just saw Solo Leveling and Kaiju number 8 have some of the most beautiful animation I've ever seen in my life. Saying it's anime is no excuse for low quality. This is garbage animation. But the story, like, it started off crap. Like, starting off, the point, when I need to go online and read a plot summary of what the fuck just happened in your episode because you did not portray it properly to me, that's bad. But by the end, it got better. So I can put it in C. But compare this to, like, a regular season of Rick and Morty, no. No. Tulsa King Season 2. Oh, fuck me. This was great. Put that in A. This is better than Season 1, in my opinion. In my opinion, I loved this way more than Season 1. Season 1's good. This is better. Seeing Dwight just fully expand his... continue to expand all his businesses. Now he goes into, like, the... he's got his casino. He is now dipping his stuff into, like... oh, what is it called? And just more drugs, essentially. More drugs. They've got the car dealership as well. That's cool. The change in management in New York was good. The little bit with his trial at the beginning of the season was fun too. This is just real good. And the ending of Season 2, very interesting. Can't wait to see where Season 3 goes. The Grand Tour, One for the Road. The final adventure of the trio. We will again put that in A. It's sad that they're not going to do any more trips, but, you know, that doesn't mean they're not going to do content. Clarkson's got Clarkson's Farm. Richard Hammond's got his workshop. James has his cooking show and Our Man. And then Richard and James each have their YouTube channels. So they're always going to be producing content. It's not the end of that. It's just the end of the road trips, which I will miss because they're phenomenal and they bring me so much joy. Next up is, oh, I skipped Old Man. So the Old Man Season 2, I liked it, yeah. I give it an 8. It was good. There is points in this where it's like, why is Dan Chase just getting beat up so much if he's supposed to be like this, you know, like notorious, like, you know, agent, and he gets beat up a bunch? That doesn't make sense to me. A character I found annoying in Season 1, she wasn't quite annoying in this season, which was better. Yeah, I liked it. Season 2, real good. The Old Man has been a pretty good show, which I'm surprised at. Because it very easily could have been a subversion, but it hasn't been, which I'm glad. I think there's a Season 3. in the works. There better be, because it's good. The Penguin, we can put that in S tier. What a great show. Like, seriously, man, what a fantastic show. Way better than I think anyone thought the show was going to be. It was awesome. All the characters are great. Oz is a scumbag. They make you like him, and then at the end, they're like, oh, you like the guy? Well, we got to do something there. Penguin was great. I liked the Batman, and I really liked the Penguin, so the Matt Reeves universe is doing pretty well for me. I hope the Batman Part 2 lands, though. They're talking about a second season for the Penguin. I don't need a second season of the Penguin. Not at all. Don't do it. This is a perfect bleed into Batman Part 2. And then if you want to do other shows with other characters in the universe, you can do that. But I don't think we need a Penguin Season 2. But this show is great. And hey, it's got another female character in there that I really like. Sophia Falcone, she is like really good. She's a really good character. I like her. Sal Maroney, played by Clancy Brown. It's Clancy Brown, man. So, you know what I mean? Like, Clancy Brown. Need I say more? Yeah, loved the show altogether. It's fantastic. And now these 4 shows are shows I am, like, well, Danmachi, these are shows that I'm currently watching, so they haven't finished yet. But I think I can place them on this list enough. The Most Notorious Stalker, at this point, is like at least A rank. Like, I'm loving that show so much. I'm gonna watch an episode of it probably when this is over, to be honest with you. I loved it. I'm loving it. It's great. Seeing Noel, he's a talker, which is like, you know, lower class of an adventurer. Oh, it's great, dude. I'm loving it. He's such like he's a dark hero, man. He does not care. He will use anyone to further his game. I love that. We then have Danmachi Season 5. I haven't finished the season yet. I've got to episode 5 because I don't have High Dive, so I'm watching this with Luffy and the rest of the crew on the pirate ship. But so far, we could easily put this A. Danmachi is like one of my favorite things. It's awesome. And this is the season where they finally reveal who Freya is, which I've known for a while because I read the light novels. So getting to see the people who don't read the light novels find out who Freya is crazy. And Seer and all that, so that's fun. Yeah. Real good stuff, though. I can't wait for to watch the rest of the season. Yakuza Fiance is not what I thought it was gonna be. It's not bad. I'd say like a C. Like a mid-C, right? Like, there. I haven't finished it because they've started doing, like, Part 1 and Part 2s. So, I'm waiting for, like, all that to finish, and then I'll finish the show. But so far, it's fine. And then we have Spirit Chronicles Season 2, which I'm loving so far. I can also probably go into A tier. I think this is much better than Season 1. You know, it's an interesting thing to see all the other heroes who have been chosen to come into the new world. I love how they did it in like the first couple episodes to show that Haruto and everyone's talking a different language where they're speaking English, but then the other actors have, again, like there's like a dub over of like a different language. That's fucking, it's just a little thing, but I love it. I found it funny though, you know, like I ended 2023 by binging the entirety of Season 1 of Spirit Chronicles on New Year's Eve. And I'm ending 2024 by watching Season 2 while it comes out. I hope this is Season 3 because I'm loving it so far. So there's other shows I wanted to watch this year that I haven't for multiple reasons that came out this year, like Reincarnated as an Aristocrat. That's a show I want to start watching because both Season 1 and Season 2 was this year. Let's see, the other shows are The Healer Who Was Banished from His Party. That's one that I've just found out about, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds interesting, so I'll watch that when all my shows are done. Tying the Knot with the, like, Shrine Goddesses or whatever. That's one that I'm gonna have to watch. I'm gonna dub that one. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm dubbing that one. You Are Mrs. Servant, again, that's one that's probably gonna be dubbed. Ari Furita season 3, that's gonna be dubbed because I watched the first 2 seasons in dub. I can't watch it not dubbed. And The Devil's Hour season 2, I'm rewatching season 1 to remind myself of what happened in season 1, and then I'll watch season 2 because I really liked season 1 of The Devil's Hour. I want to watch season 2 with all the knowledge. So that's it. Those are the shows I have watched this year. Overall, I mean, we can look at the best. To rank the best in order, Solo Leveling is probably number 1. Then I would put Yozakura Family. It is number 2. Number 3 is Wistoria. Then Kaiju, Alia, Date Alive, Penguin. I would say that's the order. So top 5 is Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feeling in Russian, Kaiju number 8, Wistoria, Yozakura Family, and Solo Leveling. That's my top 5 shows of the year. But all these in S rank, go watch them. Go watch them. Everything in A rank too. A and S and A, go watch all that. For B rank, Brother Sun is good. Like I would give that a recommend. So is this one. That's fun. Chilling in Another World, that's also fun. And Why Does Nobody Remember is good as well. Yeah, there you go. So, what is your guys' favorite shows of the year? Let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you guys next time.